So, as my wife had said earlier this week, I'm going to have to update my. I've got to update my GoPro. I've got the Hero 10. It overheated and it shut itself off. I swapped batteries, but it's going to have to sit here and cool down. So, I just want to finish up with that article. So, that guy from the CDL school, he um, left the factory job, went to CDL school. He's wanting a better pay, uh, kind of be out on the road, be his own thing, and basically just not staying at a machine, working in a factory, and having a boss hovering over his head, more of the independence and all that. So, with that, I wanted to go over this here. We'll try to do this on a regular basis, but this is Transportation Safety Training Advisor from Keller & Keller. So their subject is driver wellness. So anyhow, a healthy driver is a safe driver. So what they're saying is taking care of yourself out on the road, health-wise, drink more water, walk twice a day, eat healthy snacks and meals, get enough sleep, limit alcohol intake, treat your chronic health conditions, and monitor mental health. So I made that pivot when I got in this truck, because with the refrigerator and microwave, which I'm having, I buy like low or no sodium soup, or do a lot of meal prep. The wife does at the beginning of the week. We're at the end of the week, so low sodium chicken noodle soup, sandwich, crackers, cottage cheese, stuff like that. So I'm definitely able to eat more healthier, because I noticed when I was hoteling it and eating out at restaurants, I was getting way too much sodium. My joints, my hand would just ache in the morning, because I just had the food was just so oversaturated with salt, and I would just chase it with water like no other. So it's a lot of common sense. And if you got chronic illness, what they're saying is, like, if you're being treated by your doctor, continue to follow his program of what he's treating you. If it's blood pressure, diabetes, things like that, get enough sleep. That's the other thing. That's probably my biggest pet peeve now, is making sure I'm balancing my sleep. And 30 years ago, I could run and gun for days with no sleep. And now, as I've gotten older, I noticed, my body just doesn't bounce back. So I definitely monitor my sleep to make sure I can get through on the e-logs. We can do a 14-hour day. So I just want to make sure I'm there and alert between physically unloading hundreds of pounds of product off our trailer. Because this isn't a job where, can you lift 50 pounds? This is a job where, can you move 200 to 400 pounds of product off the trailer with a hand dolly? So you're either going to do it or you're not, so you need to be fit. Therefore, what else? Healthy eating on the go, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, dairy, avoid the fruit. That's the one thing I did. And some days when I'm tired, like towards the end of the week, I want to grab a little Debbie zebra cake or something like that. No. And I really got to beat myself up for it. Pre-made meals, doing that. The effects of stress, headaches, back pain, digestive issues, breathing trouble, insomnia, and fatigue. How to reduce it. Take breaks. Don't bring your if you got personal issues at home, work them out before you get in the truck and behind the wheel. I think I've said that months ago. Don't bring home problems out here on the road and resonate that behind the wheel or with a customer. This may end up bad for you as the driver. So don't do it. Let the company know, you got some issues you got to take care of, and you're not going to feel safe mentally and physically if you don't get stuff resolved. Don't bring that out. So they're saying here how to reduce stress. I looked it over, just managing your time, breathing exercise, this and that, participate in fun activities, talking to a friend. So probably one or two I agree with here. Taking breaks and relaxing. Don't push yourself. I'm making more money working less hours than I did 30, 35 years ago. Secondly, sleep. Get adequate amount of sleep, and have a person that you can call up and just chit chat with when you got a long drive, like my travel days. My wife and I will usually talk a lot, this, that, or anything. Maybe some family members. Podcasts, I usually cover, economic and financial podcasts, so listen to those. Um, for the most part, that's about it. Stretching. When you get out of the truck, do yourself like I'm watching a guy right now, and I don't think I can turn the camera around. Yeah, I can't. Well, there's a gentleman out here. He's doing his exercise. He's got his tennis shoes on. He's walking back and forth in the parking lot. And that's one thing it says, just walk the perimeter of the parking lot. Um, After I unloaded over half of this trailer today, and like Tuesday this week, I unloaded 90% of a trailer. A lot of heavy product in heat and humidity. It's not bad. The weather wasn't bad today, but the humidity was bad Tuesday. Uh, Literally soaked my work shirt right through 3 times out of the 5 or 6 stops I had. So I am not too worried about walking and doing all that, but I do stretch. Being in a seated position, the hip flexors, your thighs, hamstrings, calves, they all get in that seated position. So standing up, you're going to find everything's tight in there from your core down to your feet. It's good just to get that stretching in. So that's my take, and I can preach that to you because I got a bachelor's degree and I worked 10 years and I own a business as an exercise physiologist. So yes, for me, and especially at my age, it's the joints and when you got tight muscles pulling on a joint, it's going to wear that joint prematurely, let alone you're going to want to reach for ibuprofen and all that, and that's not good for you at all, for your blood platelet cells, let alone tendons and ligaments. That's why back when I worked with arena football, I told the guys, you are not to take ibuprofen because it softens up the ligaments in that to get them to relax. Problem is, you're playing a contact sport. That ligament is really relaxed, over relaxed. You'll blow like your ACL, your knee, your MCL. You can blow ligaments and tendons out. So not good. Anyhow, that's about it. They say, and my daughter uses apps. You got your smartwatches, smartphones, things like that. You can pick up an app. I've used an app in the past when I've done CrossFit and to monitor my stuff and use it at home, because I like CrossFit because you don't need a whole ton of equipment. You can do it out here in the parking lot basically with very little stuff. But I get enough workout and I got enough going on at home. So what they're saying, calorie counters, apps, workout and fitness apps, meditation and sleep apps, health and medication trackers. If you're on meds, that's probably good to keep track of those because the hours fluctuate. This job, because I'm running dry van and all this isn't bad. When I ran reefer, I could be delivering at midnight till 6, 9 o'clock in the morning and sleeping during the day. Then by the end of the week, I'm back sleeping at night and delivering during the day. So keep track of your meds and when you need to take them, and then online mental health support, and just check to see if your company has employee assistant programs where you can get psychology or psychiatric help if you're really depressed and stuff like that. So that's it. My camera, my GoPro overheated, shut down, and killed out on me. So I couldn't get it to reboot, and I'm sure still warm, but I'm sure it'd reboot up. But anyhow, I just wanted to finish this up and not leave you guys hanging. So pick up part 2 here, and I'll link these 2 articles in the description along with all the other contact stuff. So I appreciate y'all dropping in and finding the second half of this live stream off my phone. So I will get on this and get this resolved. So apparently my wife's probably going to be getting me another GoPro because of that. So anywho, stay safe, continue educating yourself. Knowledge is learned and not taught, and we will see you all in the next video. Get the live stream to end.